Imagine sitting at your desk at the end of the month. You look at your bank account and you already know. The money won't last. You work hard, you do overtime, but wealth seems to be something designed for people other than you. Most people in this situation start dreaming. They imagine what it would be like to win the lottery, one lucky set of numbers and all their problems disappear. But the odds are 1 in 140 million. You are more likely to be struck by lightning while being bitten by a shark. Yet for one man, this was no obstacle. He didn't say, "I hope I win." He said, "I will force the win." This is the unbelievable story of Stefan Mandel, a Romanian accountant who cracked the lottery not once, not twice, but 14 times. He didn't gamble, he calculated. Welcome to Fuchs Geldfluss. Today we'll show you how, with the precision of a fox and the logic of mathematics, the biggest gamble in the world can be turned into a money-printing machine. Our story begins in Romania in the 1960s, a country behind the Iron Curtain. The economy is collapsing, oppression is everywhere, and Stefan Mandel, a brilliant mind and a man of numbers, is trapped in a system that punishes individual talent. His salary as an accountant is just 360 lei, about 80 euros in today's value. He knows one thing: if he continues living like this, he will never be free. So he begins to read. He devours mathematical texts from the 13th century, studies Fibonacci's early work on probability, and searches obsessively for a flaw in the system. Eventually he finds one. Mandel develops an algorithm he calls combinatorial condensation. He realizes that in a lottery where you choose 6 numbers out of 49, you don't need millions of tickets to guarantee a profit, not if you focus on the lower prize tiers. But Mandel isn't looking for the lower prizes. He wants the jackpot. He tests his system with 2 friends. They gather what little money they have and buy hundreds of tickets based on Mandel's formula. They hope for the second prize. But mathematics is kinder than expected. They win the jackpot. With the money from this first win, Mandel does the only thing that makes sense. He bribes the border guards and escapes Romania with his family. After a chaotic journey through Europe, he finally arrives in Australia, and he immediately sees something. The lottery systems in the free world are bigger and more vulnerable. In Australia, the accountant becomes an entrepreneur. Mandel understands one of the most important concepts we often talk about on Fuchs Geldfluss: expected value. If a jackpot reaches $10 million, but there are only 7 million possible number combinations and each ticket costs $1, then it's not gambling anymore, it's an arbitrage opportunity. Statistically, every $1 ticket is worth $1.42 in that moment. Before diving into the insane logistics of how he physically moved millions of tickets, consider this. What would you do? Would you keep this knowledge to yourself? Or would you have the courage to bet everything on one idea? Mandel needs capital, a lot of capital. So he creates the International Lotto Fund, essentially becoming a gambling fund manager, not a scammer. He convinces more than 2,500 investors to lend him small amounts of money. With millions in funding, he builds a complete industrial operation. He fills an entire warehouse with high-performance printers and computers, absolute science fiction in the 1980s. He programs them to print every single possible lottery combination on official tickets. It produces literal tons of paper. Then he hires a team of lottery agents to deliver these tickets to thousands of lottery terminals. Everything is legal. And he wins again and again, 12 jackpots in a row. The Australian government panics. They change the law. One person may not buy all the tickets. Mandel forms a company. They change the law again. One company may not buy all the tickets. Every time Mandel finds a loophole. But eventually the heat becomes too intense. He looks to the United States. It's 1992. The Virginia lottery has a jackpot of $27 million. The rules are perfect for Mandel. Just 7.1 million possible combinations, and the jackpot is so high that the expected value explodes. Mandel activates his army. He prints millions of tickets in Australia, which was legal at the time, and ships them in containers to Virginia. He hires hundreds of temporary workers to stand in line at supermarkets, gas stations, and convenience stores. It's a logistical nightmare. The lottery machines in Virginia aren't built for this kind of pressure. They crash. They run out of ink. By the deadline, Mandel's operation has successfully submitted 5.5 million of the 7.1 million combinations. They are missing 1.6 million tickets. Suddenly, mathematics becomes a psychological war. Is the winning combination among the 5.5 million they submitted? The drawing begins. The numbers roll. Stefan Mandel wins. Not only the $20-7 million jackpot, but also tens of thousands of smaller prizes. Total profit: over $30 million. The FBI and the CIA launch investigations. They suspect money laundering or fraud. They investigate him for years and find nothing. Mandel never cheated. He simply calculated better than the system. But this victory marks the end. The US and nearly every other country drastically rewrite lottery laws. Today, tickets must be generated directly at the terminal. It's physically impossible to submit millions of pre-printed tickets anymore. Stefan Mandel retires. After a turbulent life filled with legal battles and unbelievable success, he eventually moves to a remote tropical island in the Pacific. He proved that the impossible becomes possible when you understand the rules better than the people who wrote them. So what does the fox Stefan Mandel teach us about our own money flow? First, understand the system. Wealth doesn't come to those who play blindly, but to those who understand the rules. Second, scale changes everything. One ticket is a gamble. 7 million tickets are a statistical certainty. And third, execution is power. A genius idea without logistics is worthless. Financial success always leaves a trail. If you're ready to follow those trails with us, subscribe to Fuchs Geldfluss. Here, there are no fairy tales, only real strategies and the naked truth about money. Stay sharp, stay clever, and remember, the fox wins not by luck, but by intelligence. Until next time.